to solve here. We have the side, a leg is equal to 8. And we know in a 45, 90 degree triangle that these two legs are equal to one another. So x equals 8. And to find the hypotenuse, we multiply the leg by the square root of 2. So y equals 8 times the square root of 2, which is simply written as 8 square root of 2. Great job. Let's go to the next one. Here we have a 90-degree angle, a 45-degree angle. So you guessed it, the remaining angle is going to be equal to 45 degrees. So we know that these two lines are equal to one another. So in this instance, x is equal to the square root of 2. And y is equal to the length of this side times the square root of 2. So we have the square root of 2 times the square root of 2. And let's not forget our principles of multiplication for radicals or square roots, which is if the a and b are real numbers, then the square root of a times the square root of b is equal to the square root of a times the square root of b. So for instance, if we had the square root of 3 times the square root of 4, that's equal to the square root of 3 times 4, which would simply be rewritten as square root of 12. Now we would have to do some further simplification here, but for the sake of examples, you get the picture. So here we have y equals the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, which is simply just 2. Alright. Another rule of thumb, the square root of x times the square root of x is equal to x.